I refuse to be a one-issue voter. That's the response I get from fellow Christians, from fellow brothers and sisters in Christ who so eagerly support our president. I ask them, how could you support a president that is so vividly, proudly, demonstratively pro-choice? I refuse to be a one-issue voter. Let me ask a question. Let's imagine that I'm running for office, and you and I agree on 99 out of 100 issues, except for one. And when asked about this one issue, my response is, look, there are a lot of good men and women on both sides of this issue. I want to focus on what unites us, not on what divides us. So when it comes to the issue of slavery, I wouldn't personally own a slave, but I believe in freedom. And I believe in a person's right to choose. So I think that slavery should be safe and legal and rare. Would I still have your vote? Or would that one issue disqualify me from office? Let's imagine that you're in the 1860s in America. Civil War is brewing. Would you stand proudly with the Confederates and exclaim that you refuse to be a one-issue voter and they have more right than they have wrong? In the 1940s, as Europe was being enslaved and Jews and gypsies and the mentally handicapped were being slaughtered wholesale, would you stand proudly with isolationists and say that you refuse to be a one-issue voter? In the 1960s, during the Civil Rights Movement here in America, would you say, I stand with the segregationists. I refuse to be a one-issue voter. They have more right than they have wrong. I personally am not racist, but I'm proudly a one-issue voter when that one issue is our first issue, life. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Our country, our culture, our way of life, they're all meaningless if we can't even give the smallest and most innocent and most vulnerable of us the right to even be born. This is my one issue. And I'm going to vote.